It is so important that you do not imitate or copy any other coach out there. Because first off, just for you in general, if you're going to take the time to make a post, not only that, if you're going to post and it's going to be in somebody else's words or somebody else's story, your tribe is not going to trust you. And that's all these people want. They just want to trust you. So the biggest thing about being a new coach or a newer coach, especially like in your first 6 months, is that people want to see that you're actually going to be here. That you're not just like everyone else that signs up for one of those businesses and then just quits. That you're not here just to get rich quick. Because newsflash, you're not. You're not. But depending on how consistent and productive and efficient you are in your business and doing the income producing activities, yeah, you can literally generate an income that is anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a week in just 1 year. You really can. But it all comes down to, do people trust you? And you are in control of all of that, which is so awesome and so exciting. So let me pull this up first so I can show it to you girls. And I am going to, I am going to post this slideshow in our team page so that you guys will have access to this as well. So all about social media, because this is the number one thing that people see when they see you. So we're going to talk both about Facebook and Instagram. Those are the two that I use. I will talk more about a blog, a like page on Facebook and things like that. If it's something that is important to you right now, keep it simple. All right. You just started a business. It's already overwhelming in itself. Please don't try to like go out and create this whole YouTube channel and this whole Pinterest page and all this other stuff. Get really great at one thing and then move on to the next. Okay. You don't want to be that person that just starts one thing and half-asses 100 things. I'd rather you put your full ass behind one thing that you are proud of to share with other people. Okay. So this is social media branding. So the first thing is you, your tribe, and your vibe. What and who does it attract? So the biggest things I want you to just listen. You can screenshot this if you want to. You are going to have all of these slides. Biggest thing that I want you to take out of this is listen for anything that you can make into a post. Okay? When I'm talking to you, the biggest thing you want to pay attention to is what sticks out to you most. I want you to take 1 to 2 things and run with them. All right? Just like when we were at Summit. Information overload on how to run a challenge group, train your new coaches, etc. All right, that so many people come back and they're just like knowledge, they're like just knowledge paralyzed and nothing ends up happening. Take one thing, get great at it, and then move on. So the first things first is people go online for one of 3 things. They want to be inspired, informed, or entertained. And if you're not offering one of those 3 things, they're not going to follow you. They're not going to like your posts. They're not going to accept your friend request, and they're going to forget about you in 2 seconds. So to inspire somebody is to post not just a motivational, anyone can go to Pinterest and find a motivational quote and post it on their page. So for example, in the morning sometimes, actually I even have a page open and you guys can totally see this, is I made this post the other day. Something along those lines. People don't get into this because they have time. They get into it because they want time. Sure, I could copy and paste this to my Instagram and to my Facebook right now. But this isn't adding any value to anybody, and it's not my wording. I didn't create it, so it's not authentic, right? Instead, I'm going to take that same sentence because nobody wrote these words. It's just anonymous. I'm going to take those words, and I'm going to make that the top of my post for a selfie, okay? So that people are seeing it as your words and not Pinterest words, all right? You are here to show people yourself, right? You're branding you, not Pinterest, not a motivational quote. Use that stuff, but type it out in your status instead of just copying the photo. If you want to do this for Instagram, it's a little bit different, okay? You can totally do that. You will follow other people, whether it's fitness professionals or whatever it might be. It doesn't always have to be coaches. You'll notice that they'll have like a theme going on their page. Maybe down the entire left side of their page, it's just quotes. And then maybe down the center, it's all workout videos. You can do that. It's literally just every other photo would be a quote. Every other photo would be a video. It's not hard to figure that stuff out, but Make it your own. Make it your own. It takes 2 seconds to type that out, just like it takes 2 seconds to copy and paste it. Okay? So they want to be inspired. They want to be informed. So you guys know that the biggest skeptic, or the biggest thing people are skeptical about, is Shakeology. Okay? If you're being proof of the product and proof of the workouts every day, it's going to build your confidence, but you want to inform people that Shakeology is not a protein shake. And if you don't know that, you need to learn about it. You literally just go to YouTube and learn all about Shakeology. And your coach welcome letter is all this stuff about Shakeology. But you want to inform people. So like the other day, one of the things I struggle with is stress. I have nothing to feel stressed about. I bring the stress on myself. And stress just comes from, you have something on your to-do list that you are avoiding doing, so that's creating stress. Okay? So what did I do? I picked out the adaptogen blend out of Shakeology. Adaptogens help your body adapt to change and stressors. So I focused on that because I do not eat mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. I will throw them back at you. I do not want to eat them. But when you blend it into chocolate, fuck yeah, I'll eat all the mushrooms in the world. So I talked about that. I made a post about that. People were like, oh, well, I don't have them in my protein shake. Yeah, no shit. You have a bunch of whey protein that's not even designed for your body. Totally different conversation, totally different day. You want to inform people. And the last thing is you want to entertain them. Make it fun. Make it goofy. One of the ways that you can do that, and you'll see this if you follow other coaches, or if you just follow other people on Instagram or on Facebook. Hell, I find a lot of my posts on Pinterest and in my personal development. Ask questions, okay? I remember one day I had no idea what to post, and Ben and I were randomly going to get Chinese food, and I really wanted Mexican, but he won, so we got Chinese food instead. So I made a post. What do you like better, Chinese food or Mexican? Let me know. I had 139 comments on that post about friggin' Chinese food and Mexican food. So ridiculous, but it was fun. It was easy. It was simple. It was stupid, but people loved it. And I got all this interaction on it. That's one way. Another way is post just something funny. Like, what do you hate doing? Is it laundry or is it dishes? Okay. Make a little fun spin on it. Have people like drop an emoji below. Maybe like a weird quirky habit that you do to get yourself up and in the mood to work out. Whatever it might be. People just want to be entertained, inspired, or informed. And if you're not doing one of those three things, do not post it. Like, for example, don't share things. I'm going to explain that later on. Number 2 is when you post to everyone, you post to no one. Okay, so my niche is super specific. If you're not somebody that swears, you're probably not going to follow my posts. If you're not somebody that gets like my tough love, kind of like white girl gangsta kind of humor, you're not going to follow my posts. All right. I'm like super specific about who I'm talking to. I make my posts, I literally say the word, hey girl, because I'm not going to say like, hey everyone, because one person's reading that at one time. So they're like, well, who the hell is everyone? Like, I'm just here reading this post at work at my desk right now. Who is she talking to? Right. So that's why I say like, I know you're watching me, babe. So when that one person is reading it, it's like, oh shit, she's getting deep. She's talking to me. I can feel that she's seeing into my soul. Like, that's how I am posting to one specific person. So don't in your head think to yourself, oh, well, Aunt Sally might be upset if I post this. And I remember that girl that lived down the street from me 15 years ago might be offended by this. It doesn't matter because you're not posting for them. You're not changing your life for them. You didn't pick up a business for them. You did it for you. So it's going to take time to kind of get comfortable doing all of this. One thing I will let you know is my entire family, other than my dad, because he's awesome, is blocked on my Facebook. If you want to be a part of what I'm doing, that's awesome, but you don't support me, so you're blocked. I got shit to do, and it's not what you think I should be doing, so to each their own, sorry. You just have to get to the point that if they're not supporting you, you can still love on them, just doesn't have to be on social media. So don't try to post to everyone. Don't try to make everyone happy because you're not going to make everyone happy. One of those quotes, I know that you've seen this, you could be the juiciest, ripest peach, but there's still going to be people that don't like peaches. That's okay. Dig deep to find what makes you, you. Okay, so we're going to talk about this a little bit later on. So I do want to make sure that you know, who are you now? Who were you before all of this? And who do you want to be? Those are 3 questions you constantly want to be asking yourself, because most of your posts, you want to live in the who you were before this. because people do not relate to your after. They're inspired by your after, but they don't relate to that. And until they relate to what you're doing, they're not going to join you. Okay? So you have to emphasize your similarities, and how you do that is post about what makes your heart beat fast. And you're going to find the people that makes their heart beat fast too. It's one of my favorite ones. I'm Emily. I am not Beachbody. Nowhere ever on my page are you going to see the word Beachbody written. And it's not that I'm not proud of it. I shout Beachbody from the top of the roofs. When somebody asks me, are you a Beachbody coach? How's fucking, yeah, I am. I was a personal trainer for years. I was a college graduate and it sucked. And this is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. But what I mean by I'm Emily, not Beachbody is I'm not sharing a stock photo that I found on Google about Shift Shop. I'm sharing a picture of myself holding the agility markers and posting about that. Emily is doing the program, not Beachbody. You are joining my challenge group, not a 10,000 wide people Beachbody challenge. You are doing this because you connect to me, not because you connect to Beachbody. Just like the same thing, guys, when celebrities endorse hair products. Selena Gomez is just the one person that's coming to mind. She does Pantene Pro-V or something, I think, right now. How many young girls do you think now are buying Pantene Pro-V because Selena Gomez uses Pantene Pro-V? It's not that Pantene Pro-V would just like blew their socks off. It's that they like her. They like her hair. They trust her because she's actually like a pretty nice, cool person, it seems like. So that's why they're buying it. That's why they do celebrity endorsements, because you like that celebrity, right? So you want to make sure the same thing. That's every product. You have to understand this. When you look at a product, that celebrity tends to relate to that product, right? That product is thinking, who is their niche? Who's buying that? And what celebrity relates to that best? And right there, that's all trust building. So it's the same thing for you. When you are posting, think about, is this me? Is this Laura? Is this Sam? Is this what I would stop scrolling for? Because if not, your tribe is not going to stop scrolling for it. So these are the things that I want you guys to do. We're going to take 5 minutes, or no, that's not true. We're going to take 3 minutes. We're going to take 3 minutes, and I want you guys to write down pains, objections, gurus, hobbies, and desires. Okay, we're actually going to take 1 minute for each side. It's going to be a total of 5 minutes. So what I want you to do is I want you to write down your pain points. What's a pain point? For me, my eating disorder, depression, anxiety, jealousy, okay? My objections, I don't work out at home. I don't drink my meals. I don't join scams and pyramid schemes. I have a college degree. I'm not selling shit. Okay, those are my objections. What is your niche's objections? What were yours? Gurus. My gurus. I love Emma Watson. I love, let's think of somebody else. I love Reese Witherspoon. I love Angelina Jolie. I love those people because they're advocates for something. They stand up and believe in something. They might not fit the niche or the niche of other celebrities and just being like flashy and whatever, but they have a bigger purpose than just being a celebrity. So like, who are your gurus? Who is your niche looking up to? Are they looking up to like, I don't know, Paris Hilton just because she's rich? Or are they looking up to somebody like, I don't know, somebody else. I can't think of anybody right now, but you guys get what I mean by a guru. Like, who is your ideal client or coach or BFF looking up to? What are your hobbies? What do you do outside of health and fitness and your job? If you could wake up every day and do whatever you want, whenever you want, with whoever you want, what would you do? For me, I would hike, kayak, bungee jump, bake, lay by the beach, swim with turtles. I don't even know. Like, that's what I would do. I'd be outside someplace. And then what are my desires? I desire a life of freedom. I desire just literally doing what I want when I want with who I want. Like, I desire to feel confident. I desire to be able to look at another girl and admire her beauty without ever undermining my own. Like, those are my desires, is just having a happy, healthy, strong family. So we're going to take a minute each for you girls to write all of these down. So starting now, I want you guys to start writing down your pain points and write down as many as you can, and go. And think that these are not just your pain points now, but before coaching. A lot of this is going to be mental, a little bit of emotional. So this first one was the pain points. So like I said, for me, eating disorder, depression, anxiety, jealousy, like jealousy of other girls, jealousy that Ben was checking other people out if we were out at dinner. I feel so bad for all the waitresses that ever used to wait on us. Poor girls. Okay, so now I want you to go to what were your objections? So for me, I don't work out at home. I don't drink my meals. I don't join pyramid schemes. I have a college degree. I'm not selling something to somebody. I'm not on social media. I don't post. Let me think. Like I come from a family of lawyers, or what would be another one? Just any objections that you would have had to not only the fitness side of things, but then also to coaching. Like I've already had a friend that did this and it didn't work for her. And then we're going to move on to gurus. So who are people that you look up to? So for me, obviously like Oprah, I mean, let's just be honest. She's amazing. Tony Robbins is one of mine too. Literally started from the bottom. Now he's here. Or, it can even just be a coach. Like one of my gurus is hands down Amy Silverman. She's a number 2 coach in the company right now. Lives in Puerto Rico. She's living the island life. Went from the bartender server life to being her own boss, being in the Millionaires Club. She's tatted up. I don't even know what color her hair is right now. She's got like these 3 dogs. Hands down one of my gurus, Emma Watson, all that she advocates for female empowerment. It's like, yes, girl. So anything along those lines, like what do you believe in? Maybe it could be political. Maybe it is more environmental. Maybe it's just like a cultural thing. Now we're going to move on to hobbies. So what do you like to do? Like what is your ideal BFF doing on a Friday night? Is she going out with her girlfriends, losing her cell phone, throwing up in a cab on the way home from, there's nothing wrong with these things, I'm just comparing. Or is your BFF, sitting at home, ordering in Chinese food and Netflixing it up? Is your girl waking up on a Saturday morning and going to the farmer's market and to yoga? Or is she going to get brunch and mimosas and have a lazy Saturday at home watching Gossip Girl? You know what they're doing. Would they rather spend the money on going to get their hair and their nails done, or would they rather spend their money going on a road trip and camping? And the last one is their desires. What do they want out of life? Do they just want to be a mom? Do they just want a family? Or do they want to travel the world? Do they want to have a big impact? Do they want to volunteer in Africa and build a school? Or is it just they want to buy Louis Vuittons? None of these things are wrong. None of these things are wrong. Everyone's allowed to have their own desires and dreams and wishes. It's your business. Remember that. And to be honest, I did want a Louis Vuitton until I saw that Louis Vuitton does this really awful thing to alligators, and I really don't like them anymore. I'm not going to talk about it because it's gross. So, desires can be family related. It could be personal. It can be a physical thing that you want, an emotional, a mental thing, just how you want to feel, how you want to live your life. Just what do you desire out of this one life like this that we have? So I'm going to start to share my screen again. So now that you guys have those written down, what I want you to do is when you go to make call to action posts, okay? So what is a call to action post? That's when you were asking somebody to do something, okay? So you can make a post just saying, oh, this is my workout today and I feel really great, and exercise releases endorphins, so get high on sweat instead of high on drugs, okay? That's inspirational. That's not a call to action, even though you mentioned your at-home workout program. A call to action is, I'm looking for 5 women who are sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I'm looking for 5 women who have started everything but can never complete it. Drop your email below, follow this link, click on this photo, whatever. That's a call to action. You're actually asking them to do something. So think about these things. Think about the pains. Think about the objections. Think about the people that you're looking up to. What is your ideal person doing? You should go do those things. You should share those objections. I share all the time that I never thought that this is something I would do. I was stubborn as fuck as a trainer. Stubborn as hell. I have a certification. You girls don't have shit. What do you know about helping people? A lot more, because personal trainers are just out there to kind of make money because you don't make a lot. So just get people, get people, get people. With this, it's help people, inspire them, empower them, encourage them. Okay? So we're going to talk a little about a theme and a layout, okay? I don't want you to spend too much time on this. If it's something that you like, do it right now and just go with it. So what I mean by that, I am going to show you a theme that you can see on Instagram. I think this is hers. Yes. Okay, so this is my friend Crystal. She's the cutest person ever. So as you can see, she has a very specific theme. She has workout videos down the entire left side of her page that goes back legit for years. I kid you not. Okay? That's her theme. So every 2 posts, it's a workout video. All right? And the other theme is it's purple, it's pink, it's unicorny, it's magical, it's spiritual. That is her thing. And it's cute. But now if you look at somebody like, oh crap, I always mess it up. Amy Silverman, number 2 coach I was telling you about, hers is green and kind of like a bronze-ish color almost, a little bit darker, contrasting. It's the number 2 coach in the company. She's effing awesome. All right, she was actually on stage when we were doing the live workout in New Orleans. She was on stage with Chris down in the Creative Shift Shop. So very different from Crystal's, all right? She doesn't have workout videos all down the side or anything like that, but she has a theme going on. She has a very similar filter throughout her photos, all right? So you just need to figure out what is your theme, run with it, all right? We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. Biggest thing, guys, though, is consistency. None of this stuff is going to work unless you are posting every day, 3 to 5 times a day. And believe me, the first time I heard my coach say 5 times a day, I was like, you are insane. Everyone I know is going to stop following me. They're going to unfriend me. That's so annoying. But you have to. Why? Because Facebook algorithm goes, half of the people that you're friends with don't see 90% of your photos. I can't tell you how many people I've reached out to. I'm like, hey girl, I'm so sorry. I know I can be super annoying sometimes posting all this stuff, whatever. I'm like, honestly, girl, I never see your photos. Your shit never pops up in my feed. And why? Combination of 2 things. I'm not liking enough on their photos. They're not liking enough on mine. So Facebook doesn't put my photos in their newsfeed, and I don't have a newsfeed, so I never see their stuff. So that's why you should post 3 to 5 times a day. 3 at the bare minimum. Okay? Best times to post, 8 to 10 a.m., 12 to 1 p.m. while people are on lunch break, 8 to 10 p.m. Okay? Highest traffic times. My posting schedule goes, I post around 8:39 in the morning, post around 11:30 noon, I post around 2:33, 6:37, and 9:30, 10. I post 5 times a day. some days. On the weekends, it's kind of 2. But nonetheless, every day I post. Even if I don't invite somebody, friend request or whatever, I post every freaking day. Because those people don't know that I'm not working my business. If they still see me showing up though, that's how you build that trust. If they're going to be a coach, they want to know that I am here every freaking day working this business. If they want to join one of my challenge groups, I want them to know that even on Saturdays, I'm going to be there to inspire and motivate them to not eat that double fried cheese burger or whatever with bacon on it, but instead to choose, and it's probably better than the salad to be honest with you, but then instead to choose the salad or whatever it might be. I want them to know that I'm always going to be here. Your health doesn't take off on weekends. It's not like your heart is like, oh no, just treat us like shit this weekend. It's going to be okay. That's not how this works. The same thing, that's not how this works in your business. Other thing, do not copy and paste from other coaches. I'm going to leave it at that. Do not copy and paste other coaches' posts or other coaches' posts. 1, it's not yours. 2, how would you feel if somebody copied and pasted your post? 3, it's just not your voice. It's not your voice, which means that the next time that you go to post, people are going to be like, who is this person? What are they looking for? I don't know who they are, because one day they post with 1 million emojis, one day they don't post with any, one day they're swearing, one day they're saying heck and oh my gosh. Like, it's so inconsistent and nobody knows who you are. Hence, they don't trust you. Okay? Other thing is, if you are posting a photo on Instagram, which you should, you need to put hashtags. Guys, you're not posting to your friends and family right now. You're building a business. For every post on Instagram, you can have 30 hashtags. So little disclaimer. Say if you put a hashtag in your post, all of your hashtags should go in a comment, not in your post. Unless like I'm talking in my post and I say like, hashtag let's be honest or something like that. Okay. That's just part of like my sentence. But your hashtags for that post, 1, they go in a comment, always. Do not attach them to your post for several reasons. 1, it's just too crowded. It doesn't look nice. Everything on Instagram is all about aesthetics, okay? You have 2 seconds, not even. You have 1 second to grab somebody's attention, okay? Half the time people aren't even going to read your post on Instagram unless they're like super dedicated and they're like totally your niche. But half the time it's just if you have a cute enough photo, they're going to like it. Scroll, like. You have 1 second to grab their attention. Okay, so if they see words and then it's hashtags and it's like, I don't even know what the fuck is going on, they're not going to like it. They're going to scroll right through. Okay? All of your hashtags go in comments. You are using 25 to 30 hashtags. Look at mine. Okay? Biggest thing about hashtags is you don't want to do something that's too overpopulated. So please do not hashtag fit girl. It's literally pornography anymore these days anyway. There are over 500 million posts that are attached to fit girl. That's not your niche. Anyone can call themselves a fit girl, okay? So you want to find things that pertain to you. So I do hashtag hiker girl, hashtag bike life, because I bike ride all the time. I don't have a car, so I had to bike. Hashtag spiritual gangster, like things like that. Like they are my niche. They pertain to me. What you don't want to do is you don't want to use Beachbody, the program that you're doing. Shakeology. Don't do any of that stuff. The biggest reason is if they see that hashtag, they could Google it and go and buy that product. They don't know that you're a coach. They don't know that they can order that through you. They don't know you. So they're just going to see that you do that. They might like you. They're going to go to Google, see that they can order it. They're going to be assigned a random coach. That's number 1. Number 2, they might know what Beachbody is. They might have had a friend that it didn't work for. No, she didn't make it work. Okay? So it didn't work for her. And so her friend has now poisoned her mind with the fact that this sucks. It's a scam. Don't do it. So she might like you, but she sees that you hashtag Beachbody, wrote you off. Remember, you are you. You are not Beachbody. So that's the biggest thing about hashtags. So next thing is setting up your Instagram profile and your bio. Number 1 is you have to have an up-close photo. Okay? Like I said, you have 1 to 2 seconds to grab these people's attention. So if they don't know what your face is, if there's 3 people in your profile photo, you're gone. They don't know that you're not the dude. You could be fake. They don't know. Okay? You are branding yourself right now. You are building a business. 3 years down the road, when you can have an assistant and you can have a personal page, a business page, a family page, fantastic. But for everything else, I'm just gonna go with that. It has to just be you. You're branding yourself right now. Okay? Other little tip is your name. I don't have Emily Fit Girl or something like that. No, just Emily S. Kraushaar. Why? So they can find me on Facebook. They could Google me. And they know that I'm a real person and I'm not catfishing them. Okay, so it has to be your name. The other thing is your link in your bio. So this is actually not my link anymore. I'll actually show it to you, but please don't put your Beachbody link anywhere. Because remember, guys, we're not here to sell people on something. We're here to share something with them. So it's not your Beachbody link. So even Amy Silverman, if you were to click on her link, her team name is Set Your Soul on Fire, I think it is. So when you come here, it's going to be a link to her form. Okay. Same thing for mine. It is, I have a link tree thing. So it can either be a form. All right. YouTube it. How to make forms on Instagram. How to make Beachbody forms for coach application. YouTube everything. I use Linktree. Okay, so if you clicked on this link right now in my bio, it's going to take you to this page. This was free to make. Okay, it was so easy too. So right now, because I'm talking about the shifts going down for real challenge, I will post and say, yeah, click on the first link click on the link in my bio and select option 1. Okay, they're going to click on this and it's going to take them to this form. Shifts going down for real. Okay, so you can fill this out. I get a notification that somebody filled this out and I can reach out to them. This literally took me 2 seconds. I didn't design this. This was all already filled in basically. It was super simple to make this. I kid you not, it took me about 8 minutes. All right, so you want to have, it can just be your Facebook link right now if you're a new coach and you don't want to go through all of that. That's totally fine. The reason I made these forms is these work while I'm not working. Okay, people can click on the link in my bio and fill this out while I'm sleeping. Okay, that's why I do that. So you want to have your Facebook link or a link tree or a tiny URL or anything, but you don't want to have Beachbody. Biggest thing too is in your bio, you need to tell what are you sharing on your page, okay? And it needs, what you write in here needs to be what you're posting. This is an old photo. So for mine, it says CEO of Team Let Your Soul Shine, fitness, food, adventure, and smiles. Okay, let's see, fitness, food, adventure to a point, whatever, adventure kind of being outside, and then smiles, right? And then I talk about being a trainer. I talk about the server life to being a boss babe. All right. So whatever you're sharing or saying that you're going to give, you've got to give it to them because they're going to expect it from you. Again, remember, it's all about building trust. It's all you're trying to do. Give me 2 seconds to plug my computer in. So much technology. All right, so before we go on to Facebook, does anybody have any questions right now about Instagram, setting anything up, not sure how to even add a link to your bio, things like that? Please unmute yourselves and ask.
How do you link a specific link to your bio? Because I have my Facebook, but it's not like a hyperlink or anything. And I don't.
From like an Instagram, how do you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody, if you have real quick, open up your Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram, that's what you're doing tonight. You're creating an Instagram account. Because honestly, guys, you will find your soul sisters so much more easily on Instagram than you will on Facebook. Okay, because Facebook is basically friends of a friend of a friend of a friend. Instagram, it could literally be people that you met across the country. Okay, like that's literally how I met Ashley. I found her sister on Instagram. They live in Indiana. I had no mutual friends with either of them. So when you are on your Instagram page and you click on edit profile, the top thing is going to be, I forget what they word that. I don't know what that option is. As you can see, mine says mind and body confidence. Do not put your name there. Why? No one knows who you are. They're not going to be searching Emily Kraushaar on Instagram. But they might search words like mindfulness, mindset. They might search things like confidence, body confidence, things like that. My thing is going to pop up on their page. Okay? Where this says Emily Kraushaar, that's going to be where the little let me see if I can unshare my screen real quick. Okay, so as you guys can see, let me see, I can't see myself right now. Okay, so if you guys can see this, the first thing I have is that mind and body confidence. The little person is where I have my actual Instagram name. And then right below that is where I copied and pasted my link tree link. Okay, so below that, you'll see the little I, and that's where you can type out your little bio. Best piece of advice, because you're going to get really frustrated with this if you don't do it this way. Type it, if you have an iPhone, type it out in the notes section of your iPhone so that you can have it one line at a time. Okay, if you're somebody that just like wants it like Amy Silverman has hers, let me see where I just had that. Alrighty. So as you can see, you can see it here on my actual page. Let me stop sharing my screen. So if you guys can see that, mine is like line by line by line by line. It starts with an emoji first, right? So you can do it that way, or you can do it how like Amy Silverman has hers, where it is more so of hers is just all together, just like a blurb. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But nonetheless, you can see waitress to freedom, doing life differently, good vibes only. Okay? So that's like her thing. So when you see things like, yeah, she is doing life differently. She lives in Puerto freaking Rico. How cool is that? And she like works online. She's a health and fitness coach. It's very different from what most people are doing. So no matter what you do, that's how you would enter your link in there. Mine also is set on a business profile versus just a regular profile. You all have the option to change it to business if you want to. It's when you go to edit your profile, it'll say like change to business if you scroll down. So then that way I can see like analytics. I can see when my followers are online, what posts have gotten the most interaction, when my stories do better. You don't have to worry about that right now. Your biggest thing is just post, set up your bio, have a link that is not Beachbody related. So your link can simply right now just be to Facebook if you're a brand new coach. If you've been a coach for more than 3 months, I highly suggest you have a link tree, a tiny URL, or something along those lines to have people fill out a form to join your team, our team, or join your next challenge group. Okay? Does anyone else have any questions about Instagram before we move on? Okay. So setting up your Facebook profile and bio. Same thing, guys. Have a clear picture. It has to just, if it's not just you, that's fine. So like my coach, Amy Rillman, I'm pretty sure that Gage is in her photo. Let's see, chat real quick. Yeah, go ahead, Sarah. You're unmuted.
Okay. Are all your workout videos, are they all live? Like when you post because I did my first live video today. It's ridiculous. Like if you want to fucking laugh, like have at it. But yes, I don't know. Because I took videos and I know you can post videos like as a post, but like all the video, like the workout, like, cause like, I don't want to do like a live workout video yet. Cause like then I have to like pause. Like, I don't know. Like, how do you do that part?
Are you talking about for Instagram or for Facebook?
For Instagram.
For Instagram, so if you go live on Instagram, it has to pop up through your stories first. The thing about that though is that once I don't suggest going live on Instagram because it's gone after it's done. It doesn't go anywhere. When you go live on Facebook, it's posted to your Facebook page. Now, the nice thing about going live on Facebook is don't be afraid to do it, guys, because you can always delete it after you go live. So only the people that tuned in right then and there will see it. You have the option, once you're done going live, it'll say post or delete. So sometimes I'm like, yeah, that was 35 minutes. Nobody's going to watch that again. So delete. So for Instagram, don't go live.
Okay.
When you get to the point that you have like tens of thousands of followers, sure. But right now, I've tried going live a couple times, and I'm sure if I were more consistent with it, more people would be showing up. But I would rather just go live on Facebook. It's more personal. With Instagram, you're just trying to get them from Instagram to Facebook. That's where our team pages, trainings, all that stuff. So when I post a workout video on Instagram, I've recorded it through my phone, and then I put it through iMovie. And that's how I mix it together.
Okay.
For Facebook, oh my God, I pause that shit the entire time. I stop, I talk. I'm like, oh my God, this made it so hard. Or like literally do a dance to just get me excited and up in it. I went live this morning with a workout video so you can watch back and see how I did it. Like I paused the workout. Don't be afraid to do that.
Okay.
People are going to pause. You want to let them know that, yes, you're going to die the first time you do this. And you thought at-home programs weren't hard. So let them know that you pause too. It's okay. But kudos on going live.
Yeah, it was so random, but
I'm excited though. No, that's the best way to do it though. Best way to do it. Okay, so let me get back to sharing this. Okay, so for your Facebook, just like with Instagram, you want to have a clear close-up profile picture. So no Beachbody on your page, guys. Remember, you don't want people to prejudge you because you're not Beachbody. We are doing things differently. So what I want to show you is on my page, you do not see Beachbody. I'm proud to like say it now. So like I will say like a Beachbody program or whatever, but on the left-hand side, I don't say Beachbody coach. I literally just say like I was tired of craving a life of health, wealth, and happiness, so I created one instead. The only thing else that I show is I literally have my name pronounced because it pissed me off that nobody knows how to pronounce it. So I literally have that there. Other than that, it's just Ben because I don't want creepers coming on my page, which they still do because they're relentless. But other than that, you just don't see Beachbody written. Even under my About Me section, I have CEO and founder of Emily Krausher. My past was I trained at Personal Fitness. I was at Capital Blue Cross. I went to the University of Pittsburgh. So say if I'm friending people from Pitt, then come to my page and like, what does this girl want? Oh, she went to Pitt too. Okay, I'll add you. All I have is my Instagram and my link tree. Those are the only things I want people to know about me. Only thing. So same thing, just like Instagram, this link tree takes them to the same page. Same page. Super simple. Actually, just for fun, I'll show you guys what that link tree looks like, and then we got to get back on track. But all you do is you'll sign up with Instagram. Okay, so you'll just enter your Instagram name and your Instagram password. All right, this is how simple it looks. So all I did was I could delete this entire thing. Let me copy it first. I could delete this, change in whatever I want. Right? And then all I did was I created all of this through Google Forms. So I have it, my shifts going down for real challenge, curious about coaching. So how do you create a Google form? First off, you need a Google Drive. That's step one. Step two is you go to new, you go down to more, and you click on forms. Okay, so that was Google Drive, new, and this is all being recorded, so you can always go back. New, and it'll take you to Google Forms. And all you do is blah, 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 blah. You can do optional messages, like optional questions like this, or I can be like, no, I don't like this. I want it to be a paragraph response. All right? You can also make it so they have to answer this question before they submit it. All right? You can change the colors of this. You can add in an image, a video, whatever you want. It's so simple. And then all I did was click send, the little link, and I copied that and put it right into Linktree. So simple. And so what's nice is then you can also change, how do I want to do this? I can change the colors on it. Purple, blue, gray, black. I'm boring. So that's what it's going to be right now. And then all I did was copy this. Literally says my bio link, copy this and paste it into your Facebook and paste it into your Instagram. This works for you while you're not. So when, say you in the morning, you post a live video of you doing shift shop. You make a post and you're like, I'm so fucking excited that I just sweat my ass off today. You guys are going to love this. I have 3 spots open. First 2 girls to join me. I'm going to send you a little card in the mail with, I don't know, go get them a headband at Target. It's like $3, right? Just say, I'm going to send you like a little gift just for being awesome and for joining me because I can't do this alone, right? Follow the link in my bio because you have a job. You have to go and like live your life right now. Okay, so then you come home and you see the people filled out your link. First off, that's just going to make you feel effing awesome. And then secondly, it's going to make you feel like a professional. People are like, oh, she's got like a link. She's legit, right? Not, oh, this bitch messaging me again. Just a little bit different. Yeah, awesome. Laura, right. So simple. Just got to sit down just to do it. Back on track. Your cover photo. My cover photo is super simple. My cover photo literally just says, let your soul shine. And it was funny because I didn't even make this one. I thought this was going to be our team name. I just saw it as a hashtag one day and I was like, oh, that's cute. So all I did with this, how I make my cover photo, again, guys, I'm all about the free stuff. So think about Linktree, Canva. It's amazing. Literally, Facebook cover photo. Click it. And right here on the left-hand side, so this is for the people that are like, A, you don't have time, B, you don't have the patience, or C, you just don't have a creative bone in your body. The internet was invented back in the early 90s, and it's amazing, and it does everything for you. So all you have to do is just click on it and be like, oh, she's cute. I drink coffee. So I'm just going to come over here and be like, look, Ashley, perfect for you. Hey, girl, hey, like whatever. So all you're going to do is download this so that it comes to your computer. All you're going to do is then go to edit your cover photo. Work with me, Facebook. Edit your cover photo and update it. That's it. Super simple. Don't make it any more confusing than it is. Mine was as simple as it gets. I literally didn't even change the font. Just made it bigger. That was all. All right? So that's how a cover photo works. You can use PicMonkey, but you have to pay for it. I know a lot of coaches do, but I'm not about that. Other than that, in your bio, you want to share your elevator pitch. Okay? So for mine was, I'm tired of creating, when somebody asked me, what do you do? Before, I would say personal trainer because it was just annoying to try to explain what Beachbody is to anybody over the age of 40. But now I'm like, I'm Beachbody coach. What's that? I encourage millennials to live a life of happiness, healthiness, and wealthiness. So how do you do that? I run online accountability groups. For why? I help them get healthy and fit. Oh, cool. That happened in like 32 seconds. Not even. So my little bio, as I just showed you, was I was tired of creating or of craving that, so I just created it. You can make it whatever you want. You can be like, yours can be even super simple. Mine before was pet mom, boo with a little heart for like Ben, foodie, craft beer lover, things like that. You can put in your occupation if you want to. Just remember that you are not your job title. Okay, when people ask you who you are, you don't want that to be your job. You are you. You are not a teacher. You are not a doctor. You are Caitlin. You are Sam. You are Sierra. That's who you are. So what do you do? Don't be defined by your job, right? Other than that, your featured photos. This is all like the fun stuff too. So I change these all the time. Featured photos are these things right here, okay? It's right below your about section. You can edit this. You don't have to have 5. You could have 3. You could have 2. But mine were, I did a transformation based on mental health. I did a fitness post. I did a transformation based on my eating disorder. Just the beach life. And then Ben. I want to make it very clear that I'm in a relationship. Do not try to hit on me. I will block your ass. Okay? Make it very clear because people are crazy. Last thing is you want to make sure all of your posts are public. Unless like you're literally just like making it to like somebody specifically, you can always just message them that, but make sure your posts are public. You don't know who's on Facebook right now that you might not be friends with. I get people that follow me on Facebook. I didn't even know that you could do that. And so this girl the other day, and she's like, I've been following you for a while. I'm like, what does that even mean? Learn something new every day, I guess. So make sure your posts are public so people can search you. And it's going a little bit longer, so let me see. I'm going to do 2 more slides, and then we're going to carry this on until next week. Or actually, I'm just going to finish the recording. You guys can all hop off because I don't want to keep you on here any longer. So helpful tips. These are some of my favorite photo apps. I'm going to be honest and say I only use this one now. This is Visco. V-S-C-O. Coolest way to go about this is all kind of for Pinterest or for Instagram, okay? Pinterest, guys, is going to be your BFF. Use it. It's there. There are millions of stay-at-home moms that are insane, and they've literally created everything in the world for you. Don't reinvent the wheel. Steal what they have. They posted it on the World Wide Web for a reason. So go to Visco, Themes, Instagram. Don't do what I do and spend 45 hours trying to find one. Just think, close your eyes, look up, and whatever catches your interest first, that's your filter, okay? So when you download the app, it's spelled V-S-C-O. It will literally give you themes. It'll tell you how to change the exposure, the contrast, the clarity, the saturation, the temperature, whatever, okay? Just make your theme based on that. So as you guys can see, my Instagram does have a theme, and it's kind of like a bronzish, orangish color, kind of, okay? But before, not that long ago, my feed was really, really bright. So I started doing that theme right here. That was my first photo. So as you can see, very different from these. Very bright, very colorful, okay? So pick a theme, go with it, and then change it up every 4 weeks if you want to so that you don't get bored. Photo-fi is another one. I'm actually just going to type these out to you girls so that you know. Okay, so the one was called Visco. The other was Photo-fi. The other is Rookie Cam. And this one was Splice. Okay, so Splice, this one here, is like iMovie, but it's free. So you can put workout videos together. You can even put photos in between them. Okay, so this is the fun part. So this is something I highly suggest that you guys start to do this week / this weekend, because guys, it all starts with your posting. Because first off, you want to get people to start following you. You want people to, when they think health and fitness, they think, I got to go to Laura's page. I got to go to Laura's page. Or I'm struggling with my mindset today. I got to go to Sam's page. Or I just need something like uplifting and funny. I'm going to go to Sierra's. Or I decided I'm randomly going to go vegan today. I'm going to go to Taylor Spass's page. Like, you want it to be about, you want your niche to think you when they think what you have to offer. And so you want to be very clear about what do you have to offer that other coaches don't. Okay? Because to be honest, not every coach posts workout videos. You don't have to. You totally do not have to. Okay? I can name like my coach Amy hardly ever posts workout videos. She's making like $4,000 a week. This is her full-time income. Like, you know, you don't have to do what everyone else is doing. But you have to do what you like to do so that you find the people that are just like you. So how you do that, one of the biggest things about posting, guys, is you're going to get so many good nuggets from your personal development. So right now I am reading 2 books. I read 3 pages out of one, and then right after that I read 3 pages out of the other. I'm somebody that I can't just read a business book, and I can't just read like a mindset kind of book. I need a combination of both. So right now I am reading Start with Why. So my 3rd time reading it. So that's more of like my fluffy, motivational, inspirational kind of book. Start with Why. But then to have more of like my business action plan book, I'm reading Get Your Shift Together. Find what works for you. Know what do you need right now? What are you struggling with? Confidence, consistency, belief that this works, faith that in time, if you just show up every day, it's just going to happen. Beautiful thing about network marketing, It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, but be consistent. Business doesn't work for you just because you want it to. So personal development, gain confidence in what you're doing. Okay. Start following people that are like you, but don't be a copy. Okay. Biggest thing, if you cannot follow another coach without envying them, without knocking yourself down, and or without copying them and sounding like them, stop following them. Stop following them. To be totally transparent and honest with you, the only coach on in our entire organization that I follow, other than obviously all of you girls, is my coach Amy. Because Amy and I don't post anything alike. I have no relation to her tribe whatsoever. Whereas my old success partner, I don't follow her anymore because I was getting very jealous and I found myself stalking her page and envying and admiring, and those aren't good feelings and it doesn't serve me and it ruins our friendship. So I stopped following her because I like her and I don't want to ruin a friendship because of my insecurities. Okay. So all of those things that we talked about earlier, your pain points, your objections, your gurus, your desires, make a vision board. Okay. This is different than your action board. We'll talk about that later on. Not on this call, later date. A vision board is just envision the person that you want to become. One of my favorite quotes is decide the woman you want to be, draw a line in the motherfucking sand and go be her right now. You are the only person telling you that you can't be her. Okay. I want to be this vegan, traveling, gypsy, mermaid nomad. Like that is who I want to be. So every day I am working toward being that person. I'm not saying to myself, oh, well, I don't live on an island, so that's not me. I'm working toward living on the island. So I want to find people that are either already living on an island, want to live the beach life. Don't get me wrong, I love the mountains and whatnot, but I lived in Pittsburgh for 4 years, so F the snow. I'm so over it and I don't want to be a part of it anymore. I can go travel it for 2 days if I really desperately miss it that badly, which I highly doubt is going to happen. So have a vision board. And I'm going to show you what I want you to put on the vision board. I made this person up. Alana maybe exists, but I don't know who she is. I literally just showed you all of these things. So how did I make this? You guys can make your own. Canva is a beautiful thing. I think I even have Alana on here someplace. There's Alana. Okay, so all I did was I went to Google and I typed in, or no, it was Pinterest. I typed in Converse hippies. It's literally what I typed in. I found this random photo of this person that I don't know, and I use this as my background. This is my ideal coach challenger. Oh, these are my other gurus. Oh, Beyonce, why didn't anyone stop me? I didn't say Beyonce. Are you kidding me? I like literally eat, sleep, and breathe her in a non-creepy way. So my goals, beating anxiety, depression, overcoming an eating disorder, traveling the world, tackling time management, feeling strong and toned, living a purposeful life. What are her interests? She travels. She's an adventurer. She likes pizza, peanut butter, burgers, and beer. She's a scary movie, music fest, DIY craft, all animal loving, dances spontaneously, loves to learn new languages, and is kind of randomly a history buff. Objections, I'm a gym goer. I'm a personal trainer. I'm branding myself. Good for you. We all are. Paying off my student loans. Having an unsupportive spouse. Okay. No time management. I don't drink my meals. I'm shy. I'm quiet. I don't do selfies. It's another big one. Pain points, depressed, anxiety, stressed out, things like that. You can create one of these. Okay. I highly encourage you to do that. I had her saved as my background for a long time, but my MacBook doesn't like me and keeps putting this mountain here instead. So I've just stopped fighting it. So know who you're posting to. It's really, really important. Brand yourself. Understand who you are and who you want to be through your personal development, through your why, and your vision board. Okay? So you want to basically just imagine and envision who is your team. Like, what do they look like? Okay? Great example is Lindsay Matwish. She's the number 3 or 4 coach in the company. She's founder of the Bombshell Dynasty. I'm trying to think where her team is. What do you know? Lindsay Matway's team looks exactly like her. They are blonde bombshells. They're gorgeous. She's legit amazing. Like, you guys need to follow her on YouTube. She didn't even graduate from high school, and she's a number 3 coach in the company. She's very business savvy. If you have a unsupportive spouse, Lindsay Matway can break down that compensation plan for you better than a doctor can dissect a frog, okay? She kills it. She can literally replay to you the entire FAQ of Beachbody. She's incredible, okay? And it's very misleading because if you looked at her on first glance, it's like, oh, well, she's like fake. Why? Because she wears makeup and she's blonde? Doesn't mean that she's fake, okay? So you can see she's like, well, except for that photo, she's like very clear about who she wants and who she wants to attract. Like, her team is mostly like blonde, cute little girls. Okay. So you have to envision, what do you want your team to look like? Like, when you think to yourself, like, you're at Summit 2 years from now, or even hell next year, right? And you're at Summit in Indianapolis and you have 10 of your girls with you. What are they wearing? What do they look like? Do they get their nails done? Do they get their hair done every 6 weeks? For me, I'm lucky if I shower 2 times a week, right? So my niche is, my niche is not very like super duper girly, but loves to get dressed up every now and then for sure. Like, I love to put on a pair of heels and a dress. It's just not my day-to-day thing. The only reason I did today is because I didn't really today. Seriously, didn't shower, and I like literally scratching my head and I can see sand and salt falling out of it. But you guys get the idea of what I'm saying. When you can narrow in so hard on who it is that you're posting to, it makes this so much more fun. I promise you, you would rather have 5 to 6 likes on a photo and all of them be your BFF than 100 and then be people you don't give 2 shits about, because you're not here for them. You're here for those people and for your tribe. Last thing, just be unapologetically you. Don't be afraid to swear if that's your thing. Okay? Don't be afraid not to swear if that's not your thing. Don't be afraid to say that you don't drink. I'm like pretty open about the fact that, like, unless like I'm around a lot of people, like, I typically am not a huge goer outer because I can't hang. I'm no fun. I'm going to get sick and you're going to have to carry me home. But every now and then I will. So, you know, I'm not afraid to talk about those things. You know, I've been open with like you girls about, you know, about marijuana and my relationship with it. You know, technically I can't really talk about that stuff because it's still illegal. So I can't really openly talk about it yet, but you know, Kelly Hanner, she's a top coach. She's someone that openly talks about legalizing marijuana. Don't be afraid to be you. There are going to be people that unfollow you, but on Facebook, you had a 5,000 friend maximum anyway. Makes room for those friends. Let them leave, okay? Means that you don't have to go through and unfriend all those people. I'm just going to finish this page and then we're going to stop here. As far as collages, guys, please only have 2, a side-by-side. A selfie and a workout, before and after. Before and afters can be emotional, physical, mental. They can be a full body, a headshot, whatever. But don't do like the 4 photo things. It's just so much. It's kind of cheesy. I'm just going to be honest with you. And yes, there's a clean way to do it, but it's just a lot and you don't want your page to be busy. Okay, if you can't get your point across in 1 or 2 photos, then go back to the beginning. Figure out, what are you trying to say here? Okay, like I said, keep it clean. Think about, what is a blog-worthy page? Okay, it's stuff that it's not super busy, that you can see what is the intent of that post. Okay, either keep all of your photos horizontal, all of them with a white border around them, whatever. But try to keep them pretty consistent. It just looks better. Remember, on Instagram, you have a second to grab somebody's attention. So it has to be clear. They have to know exactly what you're trying to do and if they want to be a part of it. Again, like I said, everything should add value, a fun fact, quote, recipe, a pet tip, DIY, whatever you want them to see and what you want them to come back to your page based on. And then these are just the apps. I'm sorry. This was actually called Moldive instead of Rookie Cam. Rookie Cam is one, but this one was called Moldive. Lots of filters in this one. It is actually really nice. It's not like a simple app. So if you're somebody that likes to get really creative with stuff, it's awesome. If you're more simple, Photofy is awesome, and so is Visco. So I'm going to finish recording this at probably Wednesday night, so I will post the rest of this later on. I'm going to share this in the meantime so you guys can still at least go through this. Sorry this was super long, but posting, guys, is really, 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 really important. Do you guys have any questions? Do you want me to go through any of your pages right now, etc.? You can unmute yourselves and ask any questions. Laura, I feel like you're trying to unmute yourself.
Well, I actually just wanted to be like, can we on our next week call kind of go through my page and like
100%.
look at stuff?
Yeah.
It would make me really happy.
And we can all do that. If you guys want me to like scroll through your pages, just text me whenever we do our next one-on-one call and we can do that together. I like that. Laura, just text me when you can chat next. I just can't do Thursday. No, I didn't.
Until Sunday.
Okay, that's fine. I made a post yesterday saying that I have exciting news. No, I didn't get engaged yet. But it's even more exciting. It's even more exciting than that. So you know it's some good shit. But we're going to do something cool on Thursday, and I can't wait to share photos with you.
Cool.
Yes. Sarah, do you want to say anything?
I feel like sometimes, like, I don't know, because, like, when I'm not working out, like, for me during the day, like, with working, like, in an office, like, I mean, like, I know I can post more, like, sitting here, like, you know, craving, like, not being, like, I can be better about that. I just, like, I try not to be on my phone during the day because as soon as I look at it, like, I get really distracted and then, like, it takes away. But otherwise, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I don't always know what to, like, post, or it'll be, like, kind of the same, like, because I can't do that much. Like, I can still post, like, either before or after a workout or, like, something with link or whatever, but I don't know.
So what I would do is write out your posts. Not all the time, but you can sometimes. So, for example, today, I woke up because I knew I had 9 calls today. Literally about to go cross-eyed. So what I did was I wrote out my post. So I have Monday. So I knew that I wanted to do something about depression. So I found a quote that was, "Dare to find the laughter in the tough times." So I knew, I even had next to it, I was like, selfie outside. So I went outside, took 3 photos, and I was like, one of them's got to work. So here we go. Just don't give yourself a time limit. I literally will set my alarm for 5 minutes, and I'm like, this shit's got to go up. So get to work, Emily.
Okay.
Set your time limit like that. Other thing is all of those lists that we just came up with, pain points, objections, things like that. So a lot of the time, think about your objections not only from a fitness standpoint, but from a coaching standpoint. A lot of it could just be like, you know, my family just, they're going to think that's really weird. Or I have a family to support. I just, I can't add something else. Or I already do so much. Right, but you're unhappy. So maybe you should cut out one of those other things and maybe do something you like. So make those, yes. This is actually something I was just telling Sam Fulton today. Sam's camera broke on her phone. So I was like, call your gay best friend, because we know that they like to take pictures. Call him up. You were just in his wedding and did a bunch of shit for him. You go out, take 15 different outfits with you, fitness and cute dressy photos. Go to a field, go in your car, go in your house, your backyard, I don't care, and take a bunch of random photos. Sure, it's going to feel awkward, but who cares? Everything's awkward, right? And it's only awkward if you think it's awkward. So do that. That's also something that I'll do on Saturdays. I record all of my workout videos on Saturdays. Every single one. I literally go down to the gym. I take 4 outfits and I change and I do all of my workout videos then and there. So then I can edit them over the weekend. And then when I go, I have 5 minutes to post about it. The video's already been made. I just have to make the caption.
Okay.
Save yourself time.
Do you use an app for cutting videos? Because I did notice that, like, when I was doing, like, his Shift Shop, it was all, like, 60-minute, like, so I was doing a bunch of them, but, like, I don't want to post, like, a whole minute, you know what I mean? Is there a good app for, like...
One of the easiest ways you can do this, and this actually works if, like, you have an iPhone like me and it always, like, your storage is full, and I'm like, I pay for extra. Where is it going? What you can do is when you're on Instagram, go to your stories, like you're going to like make a story and swipe over, because at the bottom you'll see it'll say like live, normal, boomerang, but I don't know what the other one is. And then you'll see hands free.
Okay.
Press in and hold it until you start to see it count down 3, 2, 1. Okay. So then that gives you time to like run away from your camera and get set up. It'll take a 20-second video clip.
I love that. Okay.
Save it to your phone instead of just adding it to your stories. And then you can put that through an app. Right there, you have 15-second video clip.
Perfect.
Yep.
Thank you.
Awesome sauce. You are welcome. Does anybody else have other questions? Caitlin, are you totally overwhelmed?
Wait,
You're muted.
Oh,
you're good.
I was gonna say my sister just walked in, and I'm like, oh my god, I hope that. No, I'm so excited. I've been trying to, like, as you've been talking, I've been listening and trying to set up my like fitnessy Instagram, and it keeps saying that I'm like blocked because I was doing inappropriate content or something. So that was the
Girlfriend, I had a feeling that you were going to be a tough cookie. You need to watch that.
I was like, what the heck? And they're like, tell us why you think this might be an error. I'm like, because all I'm trying to do is type in my name and you're telling me. But no, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. All of this, like, I never would have thought of that photo app with the theme and stuff. And then the link tree thing. It'll be
so cool. That actually just came out about 2 months ago. That's like really new. That did not exist. Yeah, well, actually, I wasn't. It was a top coach in our network was on top of it, and I was like, yes, I'll do that. Yeah.
Awesome. No, I'm actually not feeling overwhelmed. I took lots of notes, and I'm really excited.
So good.
Making my social media usage more purposeful.
Nice. Yeah, just posting with intent. You just want to think to yourself, like, would I stop and read what I posted?
Yeah.
And I really like that. I actually learned that when we were at Summit. People go on the internet to be informed, entertained, or inspired.
Yeah.
So just make sure that you're doing one of those three things. The other thing that I did in the beginning too, guys, was I made everything I post on Instagram, I post to Facebook. Everything. I honestly do that. And the reason why I put my link in my Instagram bio instead of Facebook is I want them to like fill out a form first, see that like I do have a team that they can join, I have a fitness group that they can join. Because if they just go to Facebook, they're going to be like, oh, it's the same shit. You know? So don't be afraid to do that, especially in the beginning. Copy paste.
Yeah.
But one thing I do want to say is if you're post it on Facebook first. The reason being is if you guys ever look at my page, I will divide it into paragraphs with a little dot in between. Sometimes it can be so frustrating though because the dot.
I was wondering how you got that thing.
The dot wants to just go back up to the top one, and I'm like, no, there should be an enter here. Like, what are you doing? So I found that if you post it to Facebook, open Facebook app on your phone, all you have to do is just press and hold on your post. You don't have to go to edit post and then copy and highlight. Once it's posted, just go to your Facebook page. You can literally just press and hold the entire post and we'll just copy it. And then go to Instagram and post it and it'll come up exactly how you have it. So if you break it up into paragraphs on Facebook, it'll be broken up into paragraphs on Facebook, on Instagram.
Perfect. I was wondering that too, because there were so many times I'm like, I hit enter like 3 times. I put in a freaking emoji.
I know, it's very frustrating. So I found that do Facebook first and then Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one other question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm actually trying to run my group on the Challenge Tracker app.
Yes.
And I want to post a video to my app, but it wants a URL link. And I took the video in Photo Booth, and oh my God, what do I do? Because now I'm really
So you did in Photo Booth though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all you want to do is, let me share my screen with you first. I can show you exactly how to do this. Actually, let me unshare this first because I think there might be something inappropriate in my photo. Give me a second. Sorry, let's be honest. Thank God Ashley just jumped off. It was at a time in a while of days.
It's just the 3 of us now.
That is true.
I know.
I know, right? Where did the rest of them go? Okay, so as you can see, I have Photo Booth up, right?
Yep.
This is what I'm going to do. Go to YouTube.
Okay.
So you do want to have a YouTube account. If you have a Google account, you have a YouTube account. All you're going to do is click on this arrow. It'll say upload. Click on that. And then it's going to say select files to upload or drag and drop. So I have my Photo Booth, this video. It's going to drag it right here and upload it.
Okay, and make it like not public so that a bunch of people can't watch this really random video?
You have to make it public only because Believe me, I've done this 100 times. So I've made a video for Caitlin, for example, who just jumped off. She was like, oh, I'm a trainer, I'm a bar instructor, like I don't want to do all this stuff. So made her a video and it literally was like, hey Caitlin. And so I kept sending it to her and she's like, girl, I can't access it because I had made it private. So make it public. Honestly, at the end of the day, you never know who might find that. And all they're going to look at is this girl runs groups and she made a video for her group instead of, oh, this girl doesn't just sell shit, add me to a group and I can't ever get a hold of her. Right. She went out of her way to make a video for them. You know, like that's going to be the difference.
In my jammies, but you know.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Totally doesn't matter. Oh my God. People probably don't recognize me because some days I have like no makeup on and my hair is here. And then other days I'm like hair down and just like feeling like a rock star. I'm sure that they're like, I'm confused, like who this person is. So yes, you want people to trust you on social media, YouTube, whatever. Whatever. But it's honestly nice just to get random videos uploaded to YouTube just because you never know who might follow you.
Right.
Because people like me, you always have to think that there's somebody out there like me. I was not invited. Nobody ever reached out to me about coaching or Beachbody or anything. I searched it. I literally searched network marketing. I was in Mary Kay and I was like, I like the idea of network marketing. I know I can make a good amount of income out of this and the freedom that I want, but makeup's not my thing. So it was between Herbalife, Advocare, It Works, and Beachbody. And I was looking at all of them and I YouTubed it all. And Beachbody was the one I found the least amount of shit on. That's the only reason why. And so what did I do? I started going to Instagram and finding Beachbody coaches. I reached out to 2 top 10 coaches. They each got back to me one time. After that, I could not get a hold of them. Could not get a hold of them. And then I found Amy, messaged me back right that day. And I was like, yep, you're the one. And that was it. Never looked back. So you have to believe that there's weirdos out there like me that are searching for this shit.
Well, you're not weird, but yes, I agree with you.
Thanks, girlfriend. Thank you. But yeah, definitely let me know. Sunday, you said, right?
Yeah,